Hey, how's it going, RevTune? Welcome to Back to the Drift Car. And this episode, we're not going back to the Wild West, but we're going back to fixing this car, getting it ready for the drift event, which I thought I had 2 weeks to go, and I really only got a week and a half, if that. As you can see, it's not a DeLorean, but it is still flying on stands. I don't even have wheels yet. I've got rims, I've got old slicks on them, I haven't got proper tyres. I didn't realise how much tyres have gone up since the last time I've drifted, so yeah, it was a bit of a shock to me to see how much it costs to buy tyres now. It's going to hurt the old wallet for the old Muzza, but yeah, we'll get around that. So far, I've put a bit of padding on the cage because the specs say you've got to run padding mainly around the driver's head. So I thought I'd put padding on both sides just to be on the safe side for me and my passenger. I've had to fix a few things on the drift car. So I had a turbo oil drainage, oil return leak from one of the hoses that was split, so I had to replace that. And I had a coolant leak, so just sitting here, it was leaking coolant, not even running. So I found a few loose clamps. I also found the engine bolt, the engine mount bolts were pretty much not even there. So I've fitted that, so I don't know if it's going to make the car shake a bit more, considering the engine wasn't even bolted down, it was just held in with its own weight. So that's another good thing I fixed. I still haven't worked out why I've got no hazard lights. So I need to have hazard lights for drifting, but either way, if I can't fix them, I'll just make a new set of hazard lights. I'll just rewire it. I've got headlights, there's little cute ones. Have you seen my little headlights? Look at them. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. So I got told these will pass as long as my rear tail lights work as well, but they don't work. Neither does my rear tail lights. So that's another thing to add to the collection of repairs. So it's RevTune Wednesdays, and as you can see, I'm here with all my friends. Hear crickets in the background? You can actually hear crickets. That's right. I offered the boys, I go, hey boys, you want to come over Muzza's house, help him fix the old drift car? And of course, they ghosted me. Yeah. They'd rather sit at the pub, sinking beers, than help Muzza with the drift car, but that's all right. You know where your mates lie. It's okay, boys. I'll show you this racing pedal setup that it's got. I've never had an actual drift car that didn't have factory pedals. This one's got the floor V8 supercar style pedals. I don't know, it must give you an extra 50 kilowatts running the V8 style pedals, but let's get to it and see if we get the brakes going again, eh? All right, guys, so this is the gangster pedal setup, and I now know why it has a Lego block connected to the accelerator. It's because as it goes down, it'll hit the reservoir. And look, it dodges the hoses and stuff here too. This is weird setup. Look at the brake pedal, it doesn't even touch the switch, and no wonder I've got no brake lights. There's nothing even contacting the switch. It's like there's something missing. And this thing here, it's got that much play. Look at it. Barely moves the master. No wonder the car's not stopping. So I'm gonna have to pull this apart and have a good look. Let's see what's going on. The clutch is working good. Is there any fluid in here? What's this? What's a twin reservoir for? Is there a piston? Oh, it's got twin brake, front and rear. It's like a bias or something, is it? Oh, they run twin reservoirs for some reason. This is shit. Can't even see if there's fluid. Can people at home see if there's any fluid in there? Looks pretty low. How about the other one? Check the other one for me. The handbrake works good. So rear brakes are working. This is the fronts. What's this thing for? All right, have a look here. All right, can you people at home tell me if I've got any fluid in the reservoir? Because I cannot see. Is there fluid? Is there fluid? Can you see? At home, can you see? Alright. This is a crap setup, man. Crap. Don't like this setup. Muzza not liking this at all. Oh look, never fear, Ryan is here to help. Da, 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 da. I need you actually. I need someone to press the brake pedal for me. So what I'm going to get to do, what I'm going to get you to do is press that brake pedal, which is this one, the middle one, and hold it down while I rotate the wheels, and we'll see which wheel's locking and which one's not. All right, so press it down. Actually, first release. So you off it. You're off, yeah? Press it. How hard you pressing?
Pretty hard.
Off. On. So that's working. All right, off. Press it. Yeah, that's working. Press it. Yep. So just let me press this front one. This front one's not working. Press it. Yeah. Well, brakes are working. Okay, so far I've worked out the light situation. So we weren't getting power to the headlights. So now I've got front headlights now, and I got back tail lights, but the back tail lights are blue and where the blinkers should be. So I've got to fix up the wiring, and I'll make the inners the tail lights, and then we'll do the brake lights, and then we'll make these the hazards. I've made the brake lights work, so I had no brake lights. They had no switch to these aftermarket race pedals, so I've made a switch. So if I turn that off, the headlights are off, and now here, there you go, if you can see. I'll show you better. The back, brake lights, woo, we got brake lights. So what I've done, these pedals here, I just didn't have, I couldn't work out where else to mount it, but I've made a bracket here at the bottom that connects to a brake switch. I've got to tidy up the wiring. The wiring's a bit rougher now. So when you press the brakes, they come on. So the switch, see at the bottom there? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a plate that goes over this here, so just in case my foot, when I'm braking, doesn't break off the switch. So I'll just make a protector cover bracket over the top there to protect it. And then yeah, I've adjusted the bias on the brakes because it looks like you can adjust. You got here 2 push rods on the masters that push in. I've had a bit of gunk in here, so I just loaded it full of silicone spray, give it a bit of lube. But yeah, so I'll make this little bracket. I've got to tidy up the wiring, and then at the back I've got to fix the wiring for the back. All right guys, that's Muzza done. I didn't get to bleed the brakes, but I made a brake pedal switch. I got sidetracked. I sort of skipped a level. I went straight from bleeding the brakes to, well, I started off, I wanted to bleed the brakes, but then when I realized the clutch master cylinder pedals were all mixed up a bit, so, and I noticed I didn't have a brake pedal switch. I sort of just got into doing this instead, so I've made the brake pedal switch for it now, and I just made this bracket here to so my foot, when it hits it, it doesn't break the switch off. It's like a protector plate. And yeah, the wiring's not the neatest, but I can always tidy that up later. Just for now, because it's got a harness T-pieced off it later, I'll probably just make it go straight up the back there so it doesn't go sideways. For now, everything's out of the way. Pedals all in the way there, so it's coming together.